Where one understands that, one understands about life, one stops complaining and fault-finding about the things one has to do in the monastery or in life. One stops complaining or fault-finding with this body. It's not fair, I'm sick, I'm old. All these other young monks, well, they're so lucky. We stop complaining. One works with what one has, because it's the attitude to what one has is a problem. And one can always change the attitude. Now one has got an old body or a sick body. Now one may have restlessness or one may have tiredness. You can't change that. You're stuck with it for the time being. But how do you regard that? What are you doing with it? How's your sankappa towards that? The attitude towards it. If you work on that and purify that, you find that that is a path to freedom, to liberation and to ending of things. Because you try that out in meditation, it gets you into the deep meditation just so easy. Sometimes you're meditating, you're trying this and trying that and nothing's working. Because you're just watching the object, trying to change the object, never changing the way you regard it. That's why it never works. But then you see the point, you get their insight, you get the penny drops, what you're doing wrong, why it never works. It's not the thing you're experiencing, it's how you're experiencing it, your sankappa, your attitude. When you get the attitude correct, you just let it go. Be at peace with it. Make an armistice. Be content. Good enough. Stop wanting perfection. This is good enough. That sort of samma sankappa attitudes, the renunciation, liberating just this wanting, controlling mind, living all alone, liberating what you're experiencing, allowing samsara just to be, without you trying to control it. And so the Anatta Lakkhana Sutta, this is just what sankharas do. If they could be controlled, the Buddha said, then there would be a self there. And it wouldn't be a problem, wouldn't be an abhada, which is like, what's that word? It's like a suffering, it's like a problem, like a burden, like an affliction, that was the word I was looking for. But because these things are an affliction, because this monastery is an affliction, because your body is an affliction, because listening to a talk is an affliction, because meditating is an affliction. How you're watching it, how you're doing it, stops all the pain. It's the end of affliction, when you leave affliction alone. When we do this, we find that it's so easy to get deep meditation. We just stop. Stop trying to change the world, trying to change the mind. Stop the complaining. Stop the grouching. Just accept and be at peace. Stop the bad mental karma. Just completely be silent. Be silent in the noise, and then the noise fades away. Being happy in the pain, and the pain just vanishes. Just being still on that dirty old leaf, or petal rather, of the lotus, the most uninspiring, unpromising lotus leaf, lotus petal which you can ever imagine. And right underneath it is the most beautiful one. You don't have to do anything. Just stay. Be at peace. Stop the war. And then the whole thing opens up. You find, that's the way to get deep inside. That's the way of peace. When you do this, you may have been meditating for an hour or 2 hours, think you're getting nowhere, and suddenly you see, and then just bliss comes right through your body. It just goes into your mind and you lose your body. And you're just on that roller coaster, sliding into jhanas. You can't stop it. You've got the attitude right. You press the letting go button. You've seen the problem, the way we relate to the mind, the way we relate to the world. When we relate to it correctly, everything falls into place. We know the third noble truth, ending of craving. It's not ending of the objects, it's the ending of the way we relate to them. That's the end of suffering. That's the way into jhanas. That's the end of all of this. This is what we're here for, and that's the goal. Or rather, that's the end. So that's a little talk this evening, focusing on another aspect of meditation, another aspect of Dhamma, the way you relate to what you're experiencing right now. The end of the talk.
Supatipano